Having that corset ship, well, getting in and out is nice and all, but can it be tracked?
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Pardon me.
Good morning. Would you care for some pre-processed nutritional supplements?
Not really. Another closet. Now I'm still nowhere closer to an answer to the question, should I trust the Institute? Now they seem to be you call it friendlier? Than people on the surface think. On the other hand, I'm not really doing anything to improve life on the surface. Now I accept they have their troubles with energy, but let's look at this here. Hydroponics. I mean, we got those in Vault 87? 81? Don't remember. The last one we were in. But pairing that technology with the surface, improving on it. Departmental notices. Our special guest has arrived. Now that our guest of honor is here, I want to remind everyone to be polite, accommodating, and welcoming. It's not often we receive visitors from the surface, and this occasion is more special than most. I know I can count on all of you to extend a hand of friendship and greet our visitor with the utmost hospitality. Let's embrace this exciting event and make the best first impression we possibly can. Director Holdren. Power conservation. When we first implemented the new power efficiency guidelines, I was proud at how well we were able to meet those standards with only a minimal impact on our productivity. It was a daunting challenge, but we rose to meet it. Lately, however, we've been getting lax in our habits. Too often I'm finding lights and equipment left on when they shouldn't be, and the environmental settings have been changed without my authorization. Let's rededicate ourselves to doing what's right for the needs of the Institute as a whole. After all, this isn't just our home, it's a home for the future generations who will carry on the great work of building a better future. Director Holdren. Sincerely, the next step. I have some exciting news to share with all of you. Father has approved the next phase of my proposed Sturges initiative, and I'm already in the process of setting up a schedule for the initial prototyping phase. As has always been the case, this is a low priority project, but those of you who find yourselves with free time are welcome to contribute. I'll need to make a few preliminary decisions, not the least of which is what kind of creature we'll want to replicate. I don't have to tell you how eager I am to begin, and I can't wait to see what amazing things we can do given our recent advances in synth development. So they also want to make animal synths. So pH values. Okay. There's another thing. Okay, what? They cut themselves off, or they completely cut themselves off from the surface, which I don't know. I can understand why they did that. Hardly. But ooh, Warwick Homestead Initiative mission statements. The Warwick Homestead Initiative was conceived to facilitate field testing of various genetically modified specimens in the unique climate of the Commonwealth. It is hoped that we gain insight into the effects of trace radiation on the growth and developments of said specimens. We of the Bioscience Division are in full agreement on the following hypothesis. Subjected to the proper levels of ambient radiation and soil pH, such as those found in the exceptionally fertile soil at Warwick Homestead, our modified seed specimens are likely to exhibit an accelerated growth rate and a twofold increase in size. Project implementation. Using genetic manipulation, we will develop a unique breed of something with similar characteristics to those commonly farmed in the Commonwealth. Stage 2. Acquire Roger Warwick, Patriarch of Warwick Homestead, and conduct a series of intensive interrogation sessions to learn all we can about his life and family. With the intelligence gathered in Stage 2, create a synth replica of Roger Warwick and embed the unit on-site at Warwick Homestead to oversee the operation directly. SRB will handle logistics of this aspect of the initiative. Stage 4. Begin covert deliveries of prototype seed batches for planting. Stage 5. Collect observational data from embedded unit. Stage 6. When sufficient data has been collected, retrieve synth unit and specimens for lab study. Search all surface evidence of the initiative. That right there is why I don't like the Institute. Those methods, just no. They could have paid him. They could have paid Warwick, said here, we'll give you that amount of caps, whatever, if you report to, or if you use those seeds, report to us how well they work, and so on and so on. But no, they decide, no, we're gonna grab him, make a synth copy, and when we're done, we're gonna purge everything. Purge everything sounds to me like burning down all the crops. Okay, but yeah, what about at least the modified crops? But what about the other crops? What about the rest of the homestead? Those methods, I can't work with them. Status reports. Wait, what? Delivery complete. Received. Batch destroyed in transit. Okay. Behavioral anomaly report. Director Holdren, here are the details you requested. Read a gorilla behavioral anomalies. A total of 16 incidents of heightened aggression have been documented. Bioscience personnel who witnessed these events, myself included, would categorize the level of aggression displayed as extreme and dangerous. In all, 6 synth handlers have been destroyed by guerrilla attacks. As for what triggers these behavioral changes, I speculate that it's a reaction to perceived conflict. Several attacks followed heated arguments that took place within earshot of the pen. Another occurred soon after the recent SRB security sweep. It seems clear there's a fault in the behavioral model. I doubt it can be corrected. I know you're against it, but I think we have to consider destroying them. Failing that, I recommend that all contact with the gorillas be limited to synth units only. Bioscience personnel should not be permitted to come into contact. The risk is simply too great. Like this. Don't care. But, well, I think I've got my answer. The answer to give to Sean.
Dr. Watson doesn't think I'm Institute material. I'm gonna prove him wrong.
Hey there.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just wish I could get her to notice me.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
It's great to have you here.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I doubt it. I just don't think I'd fit in.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Doctor.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past. Some time ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Seeds for what?
A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil. The fruit it bears will be perfectly healthy and edible. Or so I hope. Now listen closely, because this next part is vitally important. When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
And if your synth has been compromised?
Then you'll have to improvise. You seem clever. I'm sure you'll manage. Now hurry on to Warwick Homestead so we can begin the experiment.
It's great to have you here.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family...
Locked door.
That's it.
Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Well. So, we are to talk to Father again. I think I want to save the game. Just in case.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
If you expect me to be impressed by a lot of fancy sci-fi gizmos, you'd be wrong.
I see. It's not just about the gizmos, as you say. I hope you'll see that in time. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefine. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Start with a mission that you... of the task that you are willing, pretty much eager to fulfill. Like in this case. Protect the innocents from the Raider gang at
I
Libertalia
apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
by taking out that rogue synth. And then, of course, come the other tasks.
No use.
Where can I actually go? Then come the
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
diverse tasks, where you...
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Then come the other missions where you end up killing all the railroad members in an orgy of destruction.
Be on the lookout for unusual synth behavior.
Pretty much.
We are honored to welcome you here.
I guess you're from one of the vaults, huh?
You know, I love my work, but I love being a father even more.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Oh, right. Yep. Where does the elevator go? Up. Good. That's about where I wanted to go.
It's stuck.
Okay. So... how do we even get out here? I don't know. Oh! There we go. So let's just go back to... huh. The sanctuary, pretty much. Also, Libertalia is over here. So we'd have to go to Nahant Wharf. Big Homestead as well. What was at Murkwater construction site? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to clear that. Hi, Preston. That didn't sound good.
Damn it, where are you? Found
Damn.
Let's get this over.
Ooh,
Anything useful?
I think so. Right. That was an interesting way to come in. Wait, there are two more.
Wait. I think that's all of them.
Nope. One left. In the building? No.
Drop dead already!
Ooh. Now that's all of them. So yeah. Let's go to Sturges and give him that holotape. Who be you? Lucas Miller, okay.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
You never know. Might be something useful in here.
Preston, where are you planning to go?
Someone's stash of booze.
Well, nice work with those folks. Preston's hauling ass over here. Why? Alright. Just run off that ways then. I don't know. Be that way. Be that way. I always think that somebody's standing here. I'm still wondering what those synth relay grenades are. We'll see. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. In fact, no. This is a pretty good point to stop this video, or this last series of videos, because that should be 2 or 3, maybe 4, no, 2 or 3, between which I have not done my usually intro or outro, for the very simple reason that I didn't know where to break up in the institute, and it still it all belonged together somehow. Either way, next time we will head on over to Murkwater, Warwick Homestead, Nahant, and maybe River Beach Station, or in the next videos, that is. It's going to be several. But yeah, I'm not yet sure who I'm gonna do that with. Probably Preston, because at least Nahant is going to be working on bringing synths back, and I don't really want to lose Curie. I'm very sure that's not actually possible, but you know, for roleplay reasons, I'm not gonna take her to the Corsair with me. Same for Nick Valentine. I could take Dogmeat instead. I think Preston has been left in the lurch for too long. So yeah, until the next one, thank you and good night.